Hey guys, Ranchin here, B1 Stuck Up Commentary. I have Nuke the Stars alongside me yet again. We're going to bring you Bisu versus Fantasy Set 2, Avalon MSL, of course, round of 16. Of course, for those of you that haven't been paying attention for some reason, what are you doing here? Go back and watch everything all over again. So, Nuke, what do you think of this lovely intro that we keep listening to again and again and again?
Well, I think it's one of the worst intros the MSL has ever had. I mean, it's so generic and bland. Ugh, whatever.
Whatever happened to the good old days? Good old days. I think you and I can both agree that one of the best intros to a Star League ever was the OSL 07 intro. Man, that thing was... yeah, that thing was awesome. But yeah, right, get hyped up for the game. Get hyped up for the game. Good, important. Fantasy up against Bisu. Bisu 1-0 ahead, and I honestly felt that Fantasy didn't really play as well as he should. Well, he played well. He just kind of got himself completely, got his ass completely handed to him by getting himself completely caught off guard. You could really tell in the game how well these players know each other, prevented each other's harasses all over the place, pretty much prevented each other from doing any sort of economic harassment because they knew what the other guy was going to do almost exactly. But then Fantasy tried to expand a little bit too much, and Bisu, on two base arbiters of all things, comes in with a gigantic army that it pulls out of nowhere and just stomps Fantasy, absolutely takes down his third, knocks down his natural expansion. After that, it's pretty much over. But Fantasy has, of course, a chance to redeem himself, and Bisu has a chance to redeem himself after his, actually, I gotta say, quite embarrassing Batu OSL semifinal loss to Fantasy. He really wants to get a little bit of revenge against his teammate here, and we're gonna see how this is going to happen. I expect a pretty damn good fight here between these two guys. It's always fun to see team rivalries going on. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. As per standard, somehow me and Nuke have set this standard in our dual commentaries. I'm going to say what map this is, which is Outsider, then I'm going to give you colors and positions, and then I'm going to let him babble about stuff. Bisu are going to be at 5 o'clock position at the south as the yellow protoss, and that means sending out 2 probes already. Fantasy at 9 o'clock position as the red terran, and Bisu knowing he's 1-0 ahead, and he's going to risk a cheese.
2 probes to start out with. You know, I don't think I've actually ever seen this from a Protoss player, sending out 2 probes. Of course, you see players send out 1 probe a lot to put down a pylon and go for proxy gateway, but this is bizarre play. Bisu's going to sneak behind here and try to see... oh, he's going out with both... he's going into both bases, behind both bases, and he's going to put down a pylon at both, I think, and then eventually scout Fantasy and figure out where he is and just cancel the other pylon and keep the one next to Fantasy's base. Absolutely insane. I think Bisu, he actually scouted the top base, and he knows that Fantasy is not up there, so he knows that Fantasy is at the 9 o'clock now. This is bizarre play. Oh, I see what he did. This is very smart for Bisu. He, that probe he sent over to the 2 o'clock position, he scouted the minerals with that. He scouted the minerals, trying to keep out of range of the SCVs. And then by doing that, he knew that Fantasy wasn't over there. So this is excellent play from Bisu, and this is going to look very bad for Fantasy. I'm not sure if he's going to scout behind here. I'm not exactly sure because a lot of players have been cheesing behind the bases like this. Lita, I'm thinking of Lita versus Hero. He went for a proxy factory behind Hero's main, and Hero, it took him a while to figure that out. So it was all 2 gateways, so Bisu is going all in.
Yeah, this is what I find really good about Bisu's play here is that he most likely knows that Fantasy's not expecting this. And Fantasy's not expecting this. Bisu, he's a guy that cheeses, but not that often. He does cheese here and there, especially when he's ahead. He loves cheesing when he's ahead, trying to get an easy win. And when he cheeses damn well. You can see on the first person view, Fantasy has no idea that this is even close. He hasn't even scouted yet, and I find that to be a fatal flaw in what he's doing. He's walling himself off, not scouting at all. Didn't even scout after his initial racks. Does have his refiner going up, but now Bisu's first person view is, I think, pylons on his main, 2 gateways behind Fantasy Zealots on the way, and Fantasy's going to be forced to fight that back with only Marines, if he even has Marines. We're going to see how many Zealots Bisu waits for. I think it's smart that he's actually waiting for Zealots to reveal his hand. Has one there, most likely waiting on a second, possibly third as well. Has 2 Zealots at this point. Okay, going to move down here right now. 2 Zealots alongside the Probe Factory being put up. Fantasy's going to spot this right now. Let's pan to his face. Let's pan to Fantasy's. Oh, they're not panning to his face. There we go. Fantasy's like, oh, give me a break. Getting all of his SCVs off the line, putting down a bunker. So he's still doing a pretty good job fighting back. He does have those Marines, is pushing those Zealots away. One Zealot is right between the SCVs, though. He's trying to killing SCVs. He's killing several SCVs. One Zealot's killing SCVs all over the place. So Fantasy's losing a lot of SCVs. Needs to put the bunker up ASAP. Bunker finally comes up. Marines are going to go inside, but now Fantasy has to move his SCVs back. He's lost so many SCVs. Did, I think, manage to kill one Zealot off there. Still trying to build his factory. I think as soon as he has vultures out, the factory comes up. So now he just has to get some vulture up there, and he might actually be able to do a lot of damage here and prevent these Zealots from doing too much. But now Zealots are actually going to go for the supply depots, and of course these are not going to be repaired. So he's now just attacking the supply line, hoping to prevent heavy vulture from being produced. Now it's all going to come down to timing. Fantasy might even not be able to get that many vultures out in play against these Zealots, and Fantasy overall in a horrible position. Bisu just adding in his simulator now, adding in pylons, second supply. 1 vulture does manage to come out, but 2 supply depots down for Fantasy. In a horrible position at this point. Zealots running around, 5 Zealots at this point, going to try to chase down this vulture. It's all going to come down to micromanagement. He has to prevent Bisu from doing too much against the bunker, but now Zealots are running on all sides. Only about 4, 5 SCVs, 6 SCVs at this point for Fantasy. He's losing so many of them. And Bisu just doing so much damage. I am not seeing any chance for Fantasy to come back. 3 SCVs not mining. Bisu with perfect cheese is going to be able to take this. Oh man, loses his final Zealot, but the damage is done.
Yeah, you were right. This is perfect cheese. You'll notice with most players, cheese, they go to the middle of the map. They don't know exactly where the other player is, and they build kind of far away. But this is so close that Bisu managed to get so much damage with his Zealots there. He could just keep streaming them in. He's still pumping Zealots here, even though I think he lost his pylon there, or he's getting ready to lose his pylon anyway. And Fantasy finally defends this, but he only has 2 SCVs. So I think this is only a matter of time before Bisu macros back up here, gets his tech going, and then eventually smashes Fantasy. This is a very unfortunate situation for Fantasy. It's very unfortunate that all of his SCVs didn't go down, so he can't GG right now. But he's giving himself some hope here, even though Bisu is getting out 2 more gateways here, completely blocking off. I think that is completely a hard wall in from Bisu, believe it or not. So this is just completely calculated play from Bisu. I'm wondering who he actually practiced with to get this strategy going. Maybe he just did it on his own time with another team, like another person from another team, because he wasn't able to practice with Fantasy or the coaches for this. So this is absolutely insane. Beast is just blocking the front, making sure that the Dragoons come out the other side of that gateway. Very smart play from him. But yeah, he's just going to defend his front against the Vultures now. And Fantasy is probably going to go all Vultures and eventually try to drop into the main with Vultures, because that's pretty much his only chance of getting back in this game, is if he goes for all-in Vultures. He's getting up his machine chop, so he's probably going to go for mines here soon. Try to get lucky and drag those into the Dragoons, but I still think it's only a matter of time. Fantasy's going to have to pull off a miracle here to get back.
Yeah, it's just Bisu with such early, immensely powerful harassment. Just not biding his time. This game could actually become a quite decently long game, because Bisu is going to take a while until it can smash things. It's going to take him a little while to macro up, but it's now adding a mineral only at the 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock position, something like that. He has those 2 gateways piping a lot of Dragoons. He can actually fit those Dragoons through those pylons, so that's very nice for him. He can actually maneuver his Dragoons around despite the hard walling against the Terran player. Vultures now possibly waiting for mines, trying to add in some Marines, just trying to get rid of those gateways, just in case Bisu somehow managed to sneak another probe past and add in a pylon. That'd be absolutely embarrassing. Actually, Bisu now, I think he just added a pylon in possibly to try to get his probes past. Yeah, they're trying to get one of his probes past to take another base. But Bisu at this point can't simply feel safe in expanding. He could even double expand, and I think he would still come out safely. He's going to be able to macro up, can simply add gateways. We're going to see what it actually techs up as well. I mean, think what it would accomplish if you added in a Reaver right now. if he just went for Reaver Tech right now, because Fantasy would probably not see it coming. He simply does not have the economy, try to go for an academy and scan right now. He's no way for him to get a scout. Bisu actually going to run up on them. Yet another probe right inside of Fantasy's main. Oh man, what's he going to do here? Is he going to try to trick by to get another pylon going? Oh my god. Okay, he's going to run around and just get a scout. Oh man, I thought he was going to do something funky here. Possibly, okay, not quite preventing Fantasy putting up his natural, but Fantasy is trying to get his economy stronger again, putting up his natural expansion. So he has gotten a pretty decent saturation